Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, I'm going to give you my top 10 tips that the game doesn't tell you, but you really should know. I've also thrown in a few bonus tips at the end if you stick around. These aren't ranked in any particular order since they all matter, and I just numbered them to keep things easy to find. Starting off with one of the most important tips that I always tell everyone, and a lot of older players have been telling people as well, but that is to spend your renown on XP boosts at the Dragon Shrine, which I covered in a previous video. Second up is one that I actually learned not very long ago, which is when you're cooking, whenever you have to mix something, instead of holding the button down, all you have to do is click it one time. So for instance, whenever you go to your mixing station or whenever you have to mix anything, once you hit confirm, hit the mix button one more time and it'll just go on by itself. So that actually saves a lot of time, especially when you're trying to eat and trying to cook at the same time. Makes it a lot easier. Next up is one of the best tips I could ever give anyone, and that is doing your dailies can actually be done most of the time without actually doing them. What do I mean by this? Well, it's simple. Yes, that's correct. If you have a daily, let's say for instance, a fishing and a bug daily, which is normally ones they are, but not always. All that it requires you to do is pick that item up and put it into your inventory. That doesn't mean you actually have to go catch it or have to cook it or anything like that. What you can actually do, and this works for cooking and foraging or pretty much anything, all you have to do is use a star item, place it on your plot, and then pick it up into your inventory, and then voila, it's done. The next tip is a traveling tip, which again, I covered in a previous video, and that is that you can go to Bahari Bay through the back of your housing plot. Yep, you just run through the back of it, go through the little mining place, and you're in the outskirts of Bahari Bay. Another one that I don't remember if I touched upon or not is you can access your lockbox and storage, normal storage, at any time. All you have to do is go to one of your storage boxes, whether it be a lockbox or it be just a regular storage box. And if you notice in the top right corner for PlayStation, it's a gamepad button. You just hit it and it'll flop over to your other inventory. As you can see here, we have our storage, then we have our lockbox storage. So that is very handy. So our next tip, let's say that you like gardening, but you hate watering your garden because you have to fill up your bucket and run back and forth every time you turn around to make sure that you have enough water. For a newer player that is low, all they have to do is build your garden next to the pond that is in your plot. That's the reason it's there. That will save you from running back and forth so much. However, once you get high enough level, you can actually just go ahead and get the well from Batteroo and put it into your garden like mine. And then you can just fill it up whenever you want. While on the subject of gardening, one of the things that some people may or may not know is that you can actually take up plants without actually having to wait for them to be harvested. That's right. Maybe you planted something that you don't want or you need something down faster. All you have to do is pull out your gardening hoe, and on PlayStation it's square. I'm not sure on other consoles or PC, but you'll hold down the square button and then it'll start taking the plant up for you. But unfortunately, when you do this, you won't get that plant back ever. It's gone, just destroyed. So keep that in mind. So you've probably been cooking and like most, you've not realized that some food actually gives you buff. Yes, we know that the Fisherman's Brew gives you a buff, but did you know that also that fishing stew, fried catfish, and sushimi also give you buffs? That's right. If you look through your recipes, you'll notice that some of them, which are all fish, have green bonus attached to them. If you hover over them, they will tell you exactly what they do. Most of them will give you buffs, and they actually stack, so you can use like 3 or 4 different foods at one time instead of just using like a fishing hook. Or you can use the fishing hook as an extra bonus. So it makes fishing a lot easier to catch those rare fish. So one that I really don't use, but I see a lot of people talking about, is the run jump farming. Basically, all you do is you run through the fields looking for flowers, and then you jump and hit your harvest button at the same time. I mean, exactly at the same time. And what it does is it will just grab the plant and you keep going. Normally, you have to stop in order to do this. Now, I don't personally use this a lot, and the reason of it is because usually I'm looking for bugs when I'm doing foraging. So, in retrospect, it would kind of be pointless for me to do that. But if it's something that you're looking to do, instead of having to stop every 5 seconds to grab a plant, you can just do the run jump method. And last is actually a tip that I just recently found out. And the reason of it being is because I'm never usually the first person to find this. Whenever you come to a grove, if you're the first person, because to be honest, you're either going to catch it or run it off, there's usually a bug that spawns there that is usually a rare quality or above. Maybe epic quality, not sure which one, but you can get pretty much anything that can spawn in Bahari Bay. For instance, as you can see, I got an ancient ember scarab or beetle, whatever these things are called, as being the first person there. I've also seen people get rainbow tipped butterflies and other rare or epic bugs as well. So always be on the lookout for the grove first. Good luck though. Okay, and if you stuck around this long, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel and I really do appreciate it. And on to some bonus tips for you. So the first bonus tip is actually kind of new, is the reason I didn't really include it, but that is you can actually plant flowers in your garden or bushes, whatever you want to call them. As you can see here, I have this bush. We can put it anywhere that I want, regardless of whether it's in the middle of the garden, the side of the garden, whatever. And the best part is you can garden around it all that you want. You can pick weeds, you can hoe, you can tiller, you can do whatever you want, and it will not bother this plant. Unless you go into your housing menus, then you can pick it up just like normal. I personally don't do this because it kind of gets in my way, and I don't like that because I have a hard time seeing weeds and stuff. But I mean, if you like that, that's cool. Or if you don't garden a lot, it's even better. You can make a fake garden that way. But what I did do is go ahead and fill in around the soil to make it look a little bit better. Another tip that I've kind of talked about before, I believe, is that you can actually press square on the PlayStation button. Not sure about the other ones, but if you press square while you're climbing, it will automatically let you drop down. Yeah, it took a while before I found that out. And that is it for all the tips that I have for today. If you found any of these helpful, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and if I missed any, leave a comment below and let me know what I missed. I'm always up for new tips. And until next time, stay safe, stay cozy, but most importantly, have fun gaming.